sideline tonight is Ian Smith.
Yeah, and unbelievably, Nisbo, we're going to have an All Black Test match in New Zealand kicking off in daylight. Not since the World Cup in 2011 we had afternoon matches, but this half will be played in 40 minutes of daylight at least because of the hour down here in Dunedin. And Horwell's men are out there in the middle absorbing this magnificent surface. Absolutely perfect.
Okay, let's meet the Wallabies, and they have vast experience in their front row with Stephen Moore, just a season away from playing 100 Test matches. The Reds pair of James Horwell and Rob Simmons combined in the second row, with Horwell again the captain. A real reshuffle in the loose this season. McCalman at 8, Moen at 6 and Hooper on the open side. And it's the old combination in the halves tonight. Milestone for Will Genia. He led them out playing in his 50th international. An unproven midfield after injuries. Combination of Tamua and Kurandrani. And to the back three, a big night for New Zealand-born Peter Beetham. He gets to make his debut. And 5 forwards on the bench, including the vastly experienced prop Ben Robinson, while the reserve backs Nick White, New Zealand-born Mike Harris and Bernard Foley.
Well, the All Black machine rolls on. A few changes this evening, but the rugby they are playing is truly entertaining. All the way back from Joburg, they've had a week off. Kieran Reid to lead them tonight. And what an exciting team this is, and what a great brand of rugby they are playing. Absolutely superb in Joburg, and a real challenge in front of them here at home again for their final test of 2013 here in New Zealand.
Yes, it's been a long time since the All Blacks and the Wallabies actually played here in Dunedin. That, of course, was at Carisbrook. That was way back in 2001, and believe it or not, the Wallabies won on that occasion.
So looking at this New Zealand side, 104 tests already racked up for Tony Woodcock. Kevin Malama gets a deserved start, and Charlie Faumuina joins them. In the second row, a run-on start for Jeremy Thrush. Sam Whitelock is alongside him. In the back row, McCaw is out, Kane is in, Reid gets the captaincy, and Liam Messon, one of the heroes from Joburg, is in 6. Smith and Cruden continue in the halves. A change at centre sees Ben Smith with a positional swap, and he's joined by Ma'anonu. The back three is Dag, Sevilla, and Charlie Piatel, with Corey Jane's omission gets a chance. The forward reserves, Dane Coles, Wyatt Crockett, Ben Franks, and Retallick. 5 forwards by the All Blacks, Luatua also, Kurbalo, Barrett, and Taylor round out the All Blacks 23.
Yes, it's popular right around the rugby world, and the Wallabies, as the Springboks do, watching in their tracksuits, which gives them a little time after the haka to just reassess. Tavita Kurandrani, Ma'anonu has done the haka 85 times now, and behind him Jeremy Thrush. So tonight's referee, the 35-year-old South African Craig Joubert, doing his 46th test tonight, and joined by 2 fellow countrymen, Jaco Paper and Stuart Berry. And Vinnie Munro is the television match official for this long-awaited test match here under the roof in Dunedin, although ironically it's a beautiful day outside. Not that that really matters, but it's the first time the All Blacks have played the Wallabies at this brilliant new stadium. Ben Smith, what a night for him, playing in the 13 jersey, one of the standout players. Israel Folau, there was a little bit of doubt about him a couple of hours ago, but he is fit and ready to go in this Test match. So it'll be the All Blacks right to left. Normally, of course, we'd be saying they've probably got a bit of a breeze behind them or into it, but it's under the roof. So great expectations, Justin, on this game.
Oh, there certainly are, and plenty of players individually looking to perform in front of their respective coaches. The countdown's on. I'll let you enjoy it.
So Quade Cooper is not going to kick off here. Matt Tamua is going to do the job. Cooper has been rather prone to making mistakes in this area. So Matt Tamua, who's playing at second five today, is going to kick off in the Test match. It's the 149th meeting of these two great rugby nations, and the kickoff is not claimed by Sam Cane. In fact, he's knocked it on. And the Wallabies looking to benefit from that, and looks like they're going to do that. So off goes Genia, slips the pass away, and Folau's already into a big gap. And the ever-present danger of Israel Folau. Genia cleans it out quickly, hands it off to Cooper. Now here's Tamua, and Hooper running hard as well. Dragged down on a good tackle by Kieran Reid. Now here's Genia again, and there's been a knock-on by the Wallabies. But the All Blacks almost paid dearly for a mistake at kickoff time.
Oh, they certainly did. Sam Cane went up, couldn't quite hold it. Then a blistering burst from Israel Folau. He's in the game nice and early. Here's the mistake, doesn't quite grab it. And the Wallabies are hungry. They managed to snaffle the ball, and look at this, the little swing of the hips from Israel Folau. The big step there was a nice tackle from Dag and Smith combined, and then the mistake. But good intent early, Smithy, from the Wallabies.
Well, there is, but I think they blew an opportunity, a very early opportunity, because Piatel came in off his wing, and that freed up Ashley Cooper. He had the line begging. The play went infield. I think they might have missed one there, the Aussies.
Bind. Stand up, please.
All Blacks with a slight advantage in terms of weight in the scrum.
On the body, please.
There's Rob Simmons. James Slipper, who's playing on the loose head side. He's up against Charlie Faumuina. But on this near side, we'll see Tony Woodcock, test number 105 tonight, up against the experienced Ben Alexandra.
And a good indication here that either the All Blacks are going to hit up with Nonu or possibly Smith kick, because you can see their Piatel's up flat, and so's Nonu. So everyone's ahead of Cruden, who's further back, and they won't be able to advance if he's the man kicking.
Sets. Yes, no.
So Aaron Smith rolls it in, scrum screwing away, and it's a difficult one. The All Blacks have somehow, no, they haven't. And it wasn't released, and it's Kieran Reid who was forced to dive on the ball and not releasing the ball, and this will be an opportunity for first points to the Wallabies in the game.
Well, there's that, I guess, that problem with the new law. You can see there that scrum's not set. For me, in the traditional days of a halfback, you wouldn't put that ball in. I know I certainly wouldn't, but now the referee has given you that information, so you're compelled to put it in. You could see there from that slow motion replay, the All Black scrum was already screwing back towards Smith, but he was asked by the referee to put it in, which gave the Wallabies that side up, and the All Black mistake.
Well, it might be an indication from Craig Jabir that he doesn't want this game to be dominated by reset scrums, so if that's a good thing, that we'll take it. But you're right, and two mistakes from set pieces from the All Blacks, a blown kick-off opportunity, and now a scrum. So inaccurate start.
Well, this might give us some indication what sort of a night Quade Cooper is going to have. He's a confidence player, and if he can land this, who knows? And that is straight, absolutely straight. And the Wallabies lead by 3-0.
Couldn't be straighter. This could be a good night for Cooper.
The message from the All Blacks straight away will be more accuracy. Only just begun, but we've given them two opportunities, and they've basically cashed in on both of them.
Play has not yet been in Wallaby territory. It will be now as Cruden turns and makes the 10 metres just. Ball tapped back, and now it's been fielded by Nonu. And the All Blacks have some possession as Aaron Smith gives it off to Cruden. Whitelock away to Tony Woodcock as they step over it once more. Now Ben Smith playing in Conrad Smith's jersey, of course. Conrad Smith out for a few months. Here's a chance for Piutau. Good solid run by Charles Piutau. Inside the 22 he goes. Here now is Sam Kane. Taken down in the tackle of McKelman, but the All Blacks on the front foot, very much so, as Nonu fires it away. Quick hands, Savia couldn't quite get it across. Good work from Messam. Frees up Ben Smith, ranging out on the wing. Out on the left wing side. And Aaron Smith decides to go straight ahead. Needs some help. Gets it from Ben Smith. Ball left behind. Nonu being held without the ball there briefly. Aussies just making a real nuisance of themselves. And now here's Cooper. Slams it away. Now the race is on. Dag is going to get there first, most likely. Now what can he do? Oh, beautifully done, Israel Dag. The kick's not too flash, but the recovery was outstanding.
Yeah, you called it, Nisbo. He did do the clean-up work. Regardless of the kick, he actually got it out. He had Ashley Cooper bearing down on him. The All Blacks, great period of play, but they're contesting at the breakdowns, the Wallabies, getting 2 or 3 men over the ball. It's leaving them vulnerable on defence because they're committing, but at the moment, their squeeze defence is working.
Stephen Moore throws. Up goes Simmons. Away it goes to Genia. Here's Cooper. Charging in midfield was Ashley Cooper. Snapped up by the skipper, Horwell. Driven back in a solid tackle, though. Genia works blindside with Falau. And the All Blacks double, triple team him. But now Moore has it. And away it goes to Alexander. Just isolated for the moment. But James Slipper's there. Ball is loose and snapped up by Hooper, ever present. The Wallabies look hungry in this game, but the All Blacks look as though they might have turned this over. No, knock on the Wallabies. Julian Savia in there, but a very good start from the Wallabies. Good tackle on Hooper, made by Jeremy Thrush. First scrum was a mess. Let's have a look at the second one.
Crouch. Bind. Set. Yes, on.
Free kick, so Reid will take it, and off he goes. No mucking round, Kieran Reid. Off to Nonu, confronted by Cooper. Hooper coming through, timed that well. Now Cruden drops the little kick in behind, hoping for a good bounce. Oh, it's not a nice bounce for Peter Beetham, but he did well, and he got the pass off to Falau. Down he goes in the tackle of Piutau, but Genia has it, and the Wallabies back in possession through Simmons. Just on their own side of halfway, Genia, and mistimed and knocked on. And in fact, it was knocked on and picked up by a player in an offside position. And so this will be interesting. This is a kick of 50-odd metres. See whether the All Blacks have a go here.
Yep. Really good aggressive defence there from Piutau, chasing that short kick from Aaron Cruden. He picked up 2 tackles in a row, sending Wallabies backwards, giving that All Black chasing line really good momentum.
It was clever, though, wasn't it, from Cruden? You think back to the scrum where they got the free kick from. Because of that position that they were on the field inside the 22, the Wallabies had all of their back 3 back, expecting the kick. So when the All Blacks got the quick tap, they didn't have a sweeper or anybody up close to get that chip over the top. They cleaned it up eventually quite deep, but the All Blacks were coming forward and put the pressure on. You'd think this would probably be 51.8 metres right at the tip of Aaron Cruden's range, Smithy.
Gee, you know your ground well.
Thanks.
Amazing stuff.
Interesting water boy.
I was pacing it out before the game.
Yeah. Okay, here is Cruden. No good. Poorly struck. And there's the result. And Cooper slams it off downfield.
Wow, he just stood there in disbelief, Aaron Cruden. That's one of those ones where you shout the clubhouse in the bar. That was terrible.
You obviously know a bit about that, Smithy.
Yeah, I mean, it just absolutely just could not believe it had happened. Disbelief, yeah. In fact, 29,000 in the same mood.
Reid takes the line out down. Woodcock gave it away. Now driving on goes Liam Messam. Snapped up by Kane. Reed.
Inside goals.
Here is Aaron Smith. Good running ball. Dag gives it off to Sevilla. And all set up by Israel Dag. And another test try to Julian Savia.
Well, the All Blacks strike back. Nice and confrontational by the forward pack. They hit it up, and they hit it up strongly. A couple of pick and goes off the line-out move that didn't really work. It was a little spin around Willie away up the back, but the tracking work of Dag, he started from the far side, halfway through the gap, drew in Ashley Cooper, and Sevilla was always going to be difficult to stop from there.
Big mismatch here. Dag around Stephen Moore. Just had absolutely no chance. They were left bare out there. Ashley Cooper in no man's land. As soon as the pass and the catch was made, all over as far as the All Blacks and the Wallabies were concerned. Cannot relax. They had the best part of the opening stanza, but they're going to find themselves even more behind if Cruden kicks this.
Well, it was just a superb change of direction from Israel Dag. The switch play, it was his depth. He ran at such depth that he hit the ball at pace. The pass from Aaron Smith was perfect. That got him on the outside of Moore. From then on in, they were struggling, the Wallabies.
Right, an important kick this after the first one. That's more like it. Outstanding conversion from Aaron Cruden. After the try-scoring machine, Julian Savia scored the opening try of the game.
Now watch this run from Dag. Nice and flat. It gets it at pace. He was already outside Moore before he got the pass. The pass was perfect, but the timing of the run set up the try.
Yeah, it was interesting, wasn't it? Noni was hovering as well around about where Dag started. So they had plenty to think about the Wallabies. They didn't get it right.
Tamua's kick is fielded by Aaron Smith, the man who plays on this ground regularly, of course, for the Highlanders. And that's a lovely clearance from the number 9. Rob Simmons standing in the middle of the lineup. There's Stephen Moore. And well won by the Wallabies in the end as Cooper. Oh, lovely flat pass. What a tackle, though, from Piatau. Had to be made. Here's Cooper. Hands it off, and Beetham makes ground down the left wing side. Genia works it across O'Horwell. Just dropped it cold. He was thinking ahead. Now, what am I going to do with this? But he hadn't actually accepted the ball. And that's a fundamental mistake.
Great flat pass from Cooper, wasn't it? Oh. But gee whiz, I'll tell you what, Steve Hanson's at pains to point out that every player in this squad has got to expect to play till the opening whistle. Now, Charles Piatau hasn't been out on this field very often. This is his first start tonight, but he knows the defensive plan and he executes brilliantly.
He had to make it. He had to make it. If he didn't make that tackle, Folau was on the outside. Dag would have had to commit to either one, and Beetham was in. Beautiful piece of defending by Charles Piatau. Great pass from that man. Flat, right in front.
Crouch. Bind. Set. Hits and chase, Black. Hits and chase.
So it's a free kick this time for the Wallabies, and Moore gets it. Runs into Messam. Now Genia up to Slipper. Great tackle by Kane. Upended him big time. Now Cooper rips it across. Here's Tamua. But Nonu and Ben Smith right there. Now Moore's got it again. On the 22, Genia. Carrying on is McKelman. Struggling to get through this All Black defence in close as Tamua works it across to Kieran Drani. And some big tackles being made early in this game. Slipper. There's Reed and Faumuina. They've got him up off the ground as well. And they've turned him over. Thrush gave it away. Now the race is on. Cooper getting back in defence. Now, has he got any mates to give it to? He's done pretty well so far. Wallabies get back behind the ball.
Great work, Quade Cooper.
So Genia, as Mialamu just threatened to get himself offside there, had to step back. And they eventually get the penalty as Ewan McKenzie looks on from sideline, which is his way. So defensive penalty.
Just prior to that, the one thing that is quite noticeable about the way Australia have played in this first 14 odd minutes is their ruck speed. Guinea, obviously, he gets there quickly and he's a good clearer of the ball, but the forwards are doing the work up front first and foremost to give him that ball. As you see, a great touch finder from Tamua, but it was only up until this point, and then the All Blacks got a hit up top, Kieran Reid and Charlie Faumuina, and that slowed the ball down, and eventually they won it. But before that, the ruck speed has been good.
And then the big chase back, which Quade Cooper handled very well in the finish. Back live to the line out, thrown by Moore. Off the top that time from McKelman. Now Hooper runs it up. Here's Genia. Hitting it up is Ben Moen. Genia again. Moore's been running with the ball a lot so far. Just out from the 22. Flat pass goes this time McKelman. Here's Alexander Folau. Nice little pass inside to Ashley Cooper. Playing a lot of the footy in the game so far, the Wallabies. Here's McKelman again. Into the setup he goes. Genia, well, it's been slowed down by the All Blacks, so playing advantage. Here's Moore again, getting through a power of work as Genia. Here's a drop kick from Cooper, and they'll get a penalty if it doesn't go over, but it does anyway.
Well worked, Will Genia and Quade Cooper. Genia first highlighted the All Black player in the way, compromising their quick ball, which is still lightning quick. Cooper heard and Genia heard they had the advantage. Why not take the drop goal, risk the three? That's Stephen Moore that's down. Very dominant in his charges leading up to this. But the two Queenslanders worked that very well and got the three when they were there and presented.
Well, here's a man that is not lacking confidence tonight, Quade Cooper. And whilst the crowd didn't like the drop goal, he will, because everything he's doing so far has been absolutely spot on. So confidence for the number 10.
Kickoff made by Cruden. A big contest going on there between Simmons and Thrush, and it's been lost forward and played by another player in an offside position. Second time that's happened, and another penalty here, and maybe Cruden will have a go. Yes, Stephen Moore's battling here.
This kick's perfect. See Thrush on the angle there, up against two backs, Kuranjani and also Ashley Cooper. There's Quade Cooper as well. They did it first up. This is injury to Moore. We'll have a look at that first before I digress on the kickoff. And he's just landed on the point of his shoulder. That is very uncomfortable. Hopefully he can get through that, because he's been very prominent in the early exchanges. But my point is, they need to put a forward out there, somebody better in the air, because Thrush is dominating at the moment. They've won a kickoff and now won a penalty, New Zealand. Have a look at this. There's Thrush. One-on-one, he's just got the physical nature about him, hasn't he? He goes in there, he's nice and solid. We saw Retallick do it in Joburg as well.
Well, that's twice the All Blacks have pulled the switch kick, lined up to the right, kick to the left, where the minority of players are standing.
Another good-looking kick. Well, he recovered very quickly from the first kick, and now the All Blacks out to 10 points to 6.
Well, that will hurt the Wallabies as well. They worked very hard and good game pattern to get their 3 points. The All Blacks off a kick-off get the 3 back that easily. Who would be a coach? Win your kickoffs is the big message after scoring points.
Let's see how the All Blacks get on. Well, they won't be tested too much here. Sam Whitelock's lined it up, and he can't get away from a good tackle made by Beetham. So they send the winger in, the faster player, to make the tackle. Now back it goes to Cruden, and under a little bit of pressure, Aaron Cruden. Well, we're creeping up to the 20-minute mark in the first half, and I bet a few of those players who haven't had starts before the likes of Thrush and Pietau wondering where it all went.
Yes.
Quickly thrown. Clever throw as Genia gets it away to Cooper. Here's Adam Ashley Cooper. Wallabies have had a ton of ball to play with. Taken up by Ben Mowen. Now Genia works it off to Simmons. Good tackle, Neil Lamu. And now here's James Horwell. Not getting a lot out of this All Black defence, though, as they probe away through Genia. Now Cooper sends it off to Tamua, stepping. Couldn't get the pass off. Kane lowered him, and the turnover is good. And the All Blacks have it, and off they go with Nonu. Another searching kick down the centre. Pietau's flying after this. Beetham is going after it. And Beetham, in the end, wins the race comfortably, but Ashley Cooper was challenged and only just got his kick away.
Tell us, Justin, if Sam Kane's growing into this jersey or what?
Oh, mate, watch how quickly he gets to his feet. Look at that, and he released the player as well. Gets the ball, pumps his legs forward. Superb. And the work of Charles Pietau. Look at him. There's another 3 or 4 players chasing that, but Pietau, the Lone Ranger, on his own. Look at the big ones he's putting in there. That puts Beetham in the position he has to pass.
Big attacking line out here for the All Blacks as they go deep to Reid. Slips it to Woodcock. And the All Blacks set this just near the 22. And they're not going to get it. And it's a penalty, though, against Michael Hooper for dragging the maul down. And this should present itself to another 3 points here to the All Blacks.
Yes, 7.
Yeah, James Horwell will question that, but you'd also question why Hooper did that, because it didn't look to be that well constructed initially from the All Blacks. Just seemed a little disjointed. Wallabies looked as if they had it under control.
Well, you're right, actually. To be fair, if we get another look at that, Sam Cane was actually in front, and the player with the ball went into him. So technically, there was a bit of shepherding going on there, and also that probably could have been a penalty to the Wallabies. Watch Sam Cane here as this line out gets formed. Reid takes it down. Sam Cane gets stuck there. The ball gets shifted to Woodcock, and Kane's in front, blocking the Wallaby Samoan from getting to the ball. You can see there him actually with the headgear of Moen. So maybe a lucky one for the All Blacks.
So Cruden again, and well, he certainly has found his form now. Aaron Cruden. He lands his second penalty, and it's 13 points to 6 after 22 minutes.
I'm not sure why the Wallabies haven't gone for the little 10-metre kick that Sam Cane shelled in the opening exchange. Why they haven't gone back to that? They won that in the first instance. Why not go there again?
Well, they're going to go down the centre here. Will it go 10 metres? That's the question. Yes, it did. And oh, beautifully done. Folau, who else with his aerial skills, as Moore. He's back on track, Stephen Moore. Away it goes here to McKelman. Hitting him fairly hard, but then bouncing away was Woodcock. Genia, well, that's very clever. That 50 test matches, fired it straight at the offside player.
Well called, Nisbo, absolutely. You can all see that. You can see what Genia did. But that's experience. You can't coach it. And he might get 3 points back for his team.
Might have been Tony Woodcock, who was the retreating player.
It's always a prop, Smithy.
Let's just have a look at this again. Yeah, you mentioned if you're going to compete, you've got to send a forward, at least send a back that's built like one, and one that can jump that high. Brilliant Folau. So the Wallabies clearly winning that contest. Looks like Stephen Moore's come good. Now look for the lazy runner. Just getting up. Oh, yes.
Even threw it forward to milk it that much.
He did too.
Oh, well, hey, yeah, he's done what he needed to do for his team. But, hey, they went for that short kickoff, and both times they've got some change out of it. Why they went defeatist and went for the long kickoffs after getting change initially, I don't know.
Well, he's always a talking point, this bloke, Quade Cooper, but he has done nothing wrong so far in this game.
Well, this is needless stuff.
Yes, he's nailed another one. A very good kick indeed. So he has landed 2 penalties and a drop goal. And it's 13-9.
Great to see Ewan McKenzie on the bench. They tell me also the Wallabies are unlikely to go inside during the break either. They're going to stay out there.
Well, it seemed to work in Argentina, didn't it?
Just like the old, you'll remember those days, Nisbo.
Oh, thanks.
The 30s, was it?
Okay. The kickoff. In goes Whitelock. But nicely done, although he knocked it on McKelman. Well, I guess in Dunedin, why go inside? You're not going to get wet, you're not going to get cold.
Another great execution of the kickoff by Aaron Cruden. He's putting it just over the 10. And we just mentioned the crowd, and there's a few needless boos, as you mentioned, Smithy. But after that kick from Cooper, I watched the crowd, and actually quite a few, the majority of New Zealand supporters actually kicked that, clapped that conversion going over. So great to see that they appreciated the fact that under pressure he kicked the goal. Good attitude from the New Zealand fans here, the majority of them anyway.
Yeah, well, the booing ain't working. Maybe they should try the silent treatment. Anyway, they've got a decent blind here with Piatau lined up. But the rest of them are lined up to the left, the All Blacks, to see what happens here.
Rolled in by Aaron Smith. And now the scrum under real pressure. The Wallabies have driven past them. Well, there were 2 pods there, really, as Tom Taylor looks on.
The problem was the fact that the ball wasn't hooked. And you called it, Nisbo, as the ball went in. You said that it's been rolled in there, and there was no clear strike. So the All Blacks were relying on their shunt, on their power, to get the ball to the back of the scrum. It didn't happen. And so because of that, the Wallabies with a bit of power, and there's the scrum coach, Chrono, with Wyatt Crockett, who's listening in. Now watch, no strike. So it just sits there. They try to get the shunt, but the Wallabies have got a bit more push in. They drop the knees and get through. Well done, Australia.
Yes, a big pat on the head for Ben Alexander, the tight head prop. Hooked back by Moen, and so the Wallabies, as here's Beetham, places it nicely for Genia. Here's Cooper now. Falau, nailed in the finish by Nonu. And the Wallabies playing very well at the moment as Genia works it away to Cooper. Now Tamua. Here's Kurandrani, the big man in the 13 jersey, as Genia again to Cooper, flat to McKelman, happy to run it, but that's a great tackle by Kane. And the All Blacks walk over the top, and the ball has been recovered by Thrush. And Aaron Smith, chase is not so prominent this time, and it's pretty easy for Israel Folau. And the All Blacks again, look at this, driving over the top. And they've got themselves a penalty. It's all about numbers to the ball as Messam frees it up to Whitelock. Messam gets it back. He in turn finds Thrush. Busting into the open, Jeremy Thrush. Lays it back beautifully for Aaron Smith. Now they send it wide. And an opportunity. Dag away to Reid. He's just about there, Kieran Reid. And having a go for the corner, but not making it, is Aaron Smith. Probably the smallest bloke on the park, but a big build-up there, and the All Blacks almost home.
Physical and powerful. The turnover was where that physicality started. They just burst through the Wallaby ruck. Then Jeremy Thrush striding out. Superb. Nice offloads. The All Blacks flexing their muscles.
Yeah, but great defence in the corner for, I think it was Ben McKelman was one of them. It was magnificent on Reid.
Oh dear. Did he knock it on? Maybe not. And the kick from Genia is a beauty now. Piatau's not going to have time to throw it quickly. So that is a terrific clearance.
Ropey line out though. He did your halfback's worst nightmare.
Oh,
Slap down ball at your toes on the try line. Coped with it well. He got away without a knock on.
So Kevin Mialamu, 29 minutes gone first half. Julian Savia, the only try of the game so far. Taken down by Whitelock. Off to Aaron Smith. Now Cruden. Here's the Wipers kick. Savia's got it beautifully. Now can he get it back in field to Dag? Yes. Dag
Vintage All Black rugby to finish the try, skill level to start it. Set play move off a line out. Cruden spotted the space. Severe free on that far side. Everything has to work perfectly from there though, and it does. The line out, the pass. Cruden looks up. Bang, down onto the foot. Perfect timing, Severe. Now watch the work of Israel Dagg from here. Gets rid of Falau. Gets rid of Beetham. The offload to Sam Cane. There's 1,000 of them lining up. Cane gets it. Superb.
Numbers, numbers, numbers. That's what it's all about. But the skill, precision of the kick initially was brilliant. Dagg's reading everything very well tonight. And here's a bloke who wasn't on the original team sheet in terms of the starting 15. Now he's on the score sheet. He deserves to be because he's been brilliant on every other aspect so far. Sam Cane, they love it upstairs. They love it everywhere here.
Cruden from in front. And the All Blacks now have a handy advantage. Sam Cane, he's a try scorer. That's his 6th in his 13th international. And the All Blacks lead by 11.
And again, Justin, James Hall gathers the troops and says, gee, haven't we been playing better than this? We're 11 behind again.
And you're right, they have been playing well. The All Blacks are just so ruthless at the moment. Their game plan is so varied. That time they didn't target, they went for the cross kick. When have we last seen that?
Tamur again kicks the ball away. Down it goes to Whitelock, chased by Beetham. So they concede possession once again, the Wallabies. And that's been touched. And in go the All Blacks to try and control this. And he's got himself in an offside position.
Hands on.
So that is a kick right in front if they take it, and of course they will. It's a test match.
Yeah. No, not on the ground. It's a bit of repetition. Other way.
Let's just have a look at this again. I think it's Sam Cane that not only got up as well. He was on the bottom there, but Horwell walking past the referee saying that's what I call a bit of repetition.
Just wanted to have a look at this work from Dagg. He still has a lot to do from here. The fend on Falau, but that step, that footwork, if he hadn't produced that, possibly he wouldn't have found those inside supporters. The kudos goes to Cane, and well done for being there. But Israel Dagg to beat 2 defenders and set that up, and particularly the step off the left at pace. You saw he was at pace because he nearly fell over. Well, he did fall over. He beat the tackler but fell because he was doing it at pace. Genius.
Well, he set up both tries, hasn't he? Set up the Severe try and set up the Cane try. Again, the boos ring around the stadium. Defies logic. And now a few cheers, and the Wallaby supporters, and there are quite a few of them here tonight, are very happy with that. So 20-12, and just over 7 minutes left first half.
They need to deal with this kick-off, Smithy, don't
they? They absolutely have to get this right. And the Wallabies have to be very good in the next 7 minutes, because the All Blacks will be very, very dangerous, ruthless just before the break. They'll look to extend this lead, so the Wallabies just go into that dressing room a wee bit flummoxed.
So Cruden again goes short, gives the All Blacks an opportunity, and back it goes. Whitelock there that time, but ran into his own player is the call.
Accidental assault. Here we go.
Very noticeable.
Let's keep that stability, please.
The Wallabies attack, what we've seen of it. They're trying to get Falau on the outside of Smith. You can see Smith's quite narrow in there. Obviously he's defending there for the first time in a long time since he's played centre, and it looks like it's a targeted area. You can see there at the pass last time from Cooper missed all of those players to Falau, who's the 4th man out, and that'll get on the outside of Smith.
Big All Black scrum. McKelman struggling.
Payback.
And Kieran Reid, look at him. He is absolutely thrilled with that All Black scrum. It's not quite so easy under these new laws when you put the ball in.
Rob Simmons stays down. He was in the middle of all that collapse. Just gets up a wee bit ginger. But this is amazing, amazing power. And this is a statement just prior to the break. This is one that the forwards go and sit down and think about. Hell, we copped it then.
So attention here for Rob Simmons. Played plenty of Test rugby now in his 33rd Test tonight. Real contrast to the goal kicking we saw 12 months ago when the Springboks were here. And this kick is over as well. So the All Blacks regain the 3 points they lost a few minutes ago, 23-12. And
another mistake off the kickoff. The All Blacks have won all of their own kickoffs, and it's costing the Wallabies dearly. Ewan McKenzie's nice and close to the touchline, Smithy. I would imagine he's having a word about those at half-time.
Yeah, it's item 2 on the agenda, I think.
Another kick goes down to Whitelock.
Why?
Yeah, not sure.
The short one's been working.
Again, Beetham did a good job in actually putting Whitelock down. Now Aaron Smith for our weight. Here's Savia missed the first tackle. Nonu certainly didn't miss the second one. And that was thrown away, and the All Blacks had possession. And off it goes to Nonu, who's got back to his feet. And the ball will be there for Aaron Smith. Taken up by the skipper. Now off it goes to Ben Smith, looking for somebody. Nobody there, so it's there. It's set. Now here's Reed. Hands it off to Savia. And jinks his way past a couple. All Black clean out is good. Now Kane. Clever stuff. Mialamu. Beautiful Woodcock. Now Reed again. Right near the 22 as they go to the backs. Nonu. Here's Dag. Smith. Messam. Oh, magnificent. Aaron Cruden, what another try. That is just super rugby.
I tell you what, if you are not entertained by this All Black team at the moment, then you are missing out on some sort of rugby. I just cannot believe the quality of this entire team. It started with the forwards, the build-up, the step from Kane. Mialamu with the power, out one hand with him. Woodcock draws and passes. Reed smashes through like he should do. The decoy runners are all missed by Aaron Smith. Superb decision. The backline play. Now watch, have they got 3-on-3 here, but they still manipulate. Messam hits the gas on the inside. Oh, that is rugby, Smithy, at its best.
And the timing of the pass from Dag again was a beauty, because it absolutely confirmed that Kurandrani had to commit to him. He held up, gave it a 3-on-2 outside. That's where they were committed outside. Messam, a very heady footballer these days, goes inside, and the finishing is complete from Cruden, who was instrumental in it earlier on. But the All Blacks, that attacking machine, it's absolutely devastating. And did we talk about the little time before half-time? It's massive for the All Blacks all of a sudden.
Cruden converts his own try, and the All Blacks are run up 30, and we've still got a couple of minutes in the first half.
It's just every single player doing their job, but doing it at a skill level that is so high and of such quality. The ability to use power and subtle skills combining perfectly.
So here we go, a short kick. See whether the Wallabies can get this one back. No, it's bounced nicely for Charlie Faumuina. And Aaron Smith sends it back for Cruden. Beetham roaring in after this. Got it nicely. In fact, it was Tamua standing back. Now Genia away for Adam Ashley Cooper. Very nearly got his way through. Genia away for Moore. And have held him up and just about turned him the other way. And Genia's going to work blindside. He had Aaron Smith sniping at his heels. Now here's McKelman off the Ashley Cooper pass. Genia once more for Tamua. Tamua, big gap. Now can he find support? Sandwiched in a couple of tackles, but here's Cooper. He goes wide, and what a pass for Adam Ashley Cooper. And the Wallabies finish on a high note in the first half.
Still needed to be finished. It was quick lightning ball from the break from Tamua. Genia was there quickly, but Cooper, he had All Black players coming back onside, defenders coming at him. The quality of the pass was exceptional. The dummy on the inside from Tamua. Not enough players to find there, but they get the quick recycle. That's lightning ball, but look at all the players there. He had to find his mark, Quade Cooper, and he did.
Oh, it's brilliant stuff, and well done to the Wallabies. They had to try and do something before half-time to lift those spirits, and they've done it very effectively. They too are dangerous on the counter-attack, given half an opportunity. Good break to Moa. The All Blacks will question what went wrong midfield in terms of their level of defence. It's usually much better than that. But the Wallabies, yep, a great thing to do just before the break.
Well, he certainly loves scoring tries, Smithy, against the All Blacks. Adam Ashley Cooper, that's 7 now. In his 87th Test match. And this will be half-time after this kick. Well, what a half we've had. If he can land this, it'll be close to 50 points in the first half.
Brilliant. And there's been physicality in defence as well. There's been some decent hits out there.
All Blacks charging hard, but Cooper's kicking tonight has been exceptional, really. He converts the try scored by Adam Ashley Cooper, and it's half-time here in Dunedin, and it's 30-19. A very exciting first 40 minutes. 30-19, the All Blacks lead. Let's hear from assistant coach Ian Foster with Ian Smith.
Well, Fozzie, what was the main gist of the conversation?
Look, we're pretty happy with a number of things, but clearly we're letting them back every time we score. We're letting our guard down and letting them get 3 points, and that last 7 was disappointing.
You'll be happy with some of the finishing. It's been sublime.
Yeah, we've struck really well, you know, like a couple of really good, nice tries from set piece, and you know, when we've got the ball, our patience and our execution is generally pretty good. We just got to, you know, when we win it off turnovers and off those kick-off receipts, we've got to tidy it up.
Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers.
Ian Foster, 3 tries to 1 first half. The All Blacks lead, and we're set for the second half. Quade Cooper hasn't really put a foot wrong. Goal kicking has been right on target, and so too has Aaron Cruden after that initial botched kick. Will Genia in his 50th international tonight. Craig Joubert checking with the sideline, and we're set to roll. Second half here at Forsyth Barr in Dunedin, and again the All Blacks change direction as the kickoff goes down, and this time the Wallabies take it through Kirandrani. Now, oh, there's a pass that's gone straight into the back of a player, but it's with the danger man from the back, Israel Folau, and he has to set it once again. Now this can't go directly out, so Tamua has kicked it away down as far as Israel Dag. Now Charles Piutau, who's looked really good on the right wing, he immediately feeds it off to Reid. This is when the All Blacks are dangerous. Back to Cruden. Piutau gets it back. They're 10 out from the 22 as Kane does a little double round with Aaron Smith, and he goes wide to Nonu. So much confidence at the moment in this All Black team. Here's Savia brushing away from McKelman, who sticks with him. Now Aaron Smith again away for Cruden, stepping inside his Whitelock. This time the Wallabies try and drive over the ball unsuccessfully, and Nonu stabbing the little kick through. The chasers are coming, and Folau, all he can do is take it back, and it's a 5-metre scrum.
Looked like he was out walking the dog, Ma'a Nonu, when he did that. The ball came out to him. This is the Reid break first, inside to Cruden, short pass to Piutau, who started it all, and the All Blacks were right in behind the Wallabies there. And when Nonu gets the ball here, he just casually plugs it in behind, but it's pinpoint perfect. There's nothing Folau could do. Great chase from Sevilla.
Yeah, we'll go back to the All Blacks reassembling after the kick downfield from Tamua. The number of players they got behind the ball and the length of their passes absolutely split the Australians out wide. And Reid was on the end of it and set it up. It's fantastic the way they regroup.
Both sides remain intact, Smithy, into the second half. Yep.
So the setup here for the All Blacks, nice and narrow on the inside. Sevilla could be an option off Reid or Smith.
Much more stable scrum here. So Reeder's going to deliver off to Aaron Smith. Here's Cruden, bit of space. Not such a good pass though. And Piutau has to tidy up and dragged to the ground by Kurandrani. They're over the ball, the Wallabies, but they're penalised. They didn't release, is the call of Kurandrani.
Oh, it must be frustrating when you've the All Blacks make a rare mistake. You get them under pressure and you give away a penalty with something like that. Look out for a change, the All Blacks, very shortly, Justin. Brodie Retallick for Jeremy Thrush, we are told.
Out there's Retallick. Just doing some last-minute stretches, possibly. And you probably have to think his introduction at the expense of Jeremy Thrush may be injury-enforced, because Thrush has been excellent, I think.
Well, physicality too. I mean, Jeremy Thrush is a very physical player, but isn't that being one of the trademarks of Retallick?
So there is the penalty, and duly converted once more by Cruden. 33-19.
Jeremy Thrush was news to him. He was heading back to recapture this restart, but he has gone. Decent round of applause too for a run-on performance, which is pretty good.
Well deserved.
Wallabies go long with the kickoff once more as Aaron Smith delivers up for Messam. Smith himself. Folau waits. He's very good under the high ball. Look at that. And almost got away. Now it's there for Genia. Tamua. Cooper standing a little wider on this occasion. Nice footwork. Got away from a few. Now McKelman off the Moore pass. Here's Rob Simmons. Hooper. Oh, he got hit by Mialamu and he just lost control of it. Good solid hit by Kevin Mialamu.
We got him with his shoulder, and I think he got him around the ball area. And because of that, it jolted Hooper at the same time. Here you go. There's the shoulder. And he gets a hand in there as well, so he got him off balance. When he was off balance, Hooper meant that he didn't have a good, strong body position to go into the contact, and Mialamu ripped it free.
Problem here for James Slipper, and it's around about the neck and the jaw area he was worried about. Be a head clash or just a bit of heavy contact, but not too happy at all. That's the Wallaby loose head, so opportunity here for the All Blacks maybe to create something from quite deep in their own half.
Well, they've got a couple of pretty useful props in reserve. The Wallabies and Ben Robinson and Sekope Kepu. Andrew Hall looks like he's enjoying his day as the water boy. Having a chat to Yako Paper, and he loves talking to referees anyway.
Yes, he does. Really enjoys the banter. Andrew Hall, and with his opposition front rows. Well known for it, actually. Likes giving the halfbacks a little bit of jib as well.
Bind! Set!
All Black scrum looking much more stable in the second half as Cruden heaves it on. Nonu, who in his early days didn't do a lot of kicking, but it's come more into his game. Here's Folau. And that's an AFL punt if ever I saw one. And oh, it's beautifully done, but lovely work by Cruden. He managed to get it away in the nick of time. And the All Blacks, here's Nonu kicking again. This time not so flash. As Cooper gets a boo. And well, he's done, as we say, he's done nothing wrong tonight. Quade Cooper, the All Blacks return the compliment down as far as Genia. Now here's Folau. He's decided to run this back, and he's so explosive. Just makes a little half gap. There's an awkward kick. Well fielded by Piutau. Got away from the first tackle. So the All Blacks are able to gain possession, but it was slow. Now here's Kane. And Kane lays it back here for Aaron Smith. A lot of kicking in this sequence of play. Guinea awaits and never really controlled that. And it's been snapped up by Retallick. Now Aaron Smith. All Blacks have front foot ball, and here they come. Savia almost got it away. Intercept though. Now here's an opportunity. Nonu's doing the chasing. Kurandrani's after him, and Kurandrani pops it up, and Tamua scores, and the Wallabies are back in this game.
They certainly are back. He had to hold on to it, Kurandrani. Getting himself in the way and getting his hands on the ball was a good start because the All Blacks had created an opening in the defensive system. Nonu did an excellent job. He's getting the pats on the back to chase Kurandrani back. You can see here, Savia gets on the outside. There's the numbers. They had the numbers, but Kurandrani got his hand involved. Look at the hard work of Nonu. Kurandrani's putting in the big ones. The step on the inside, but this is key. The presence of mind for the offload. Tamua was supporting well, and an excellent finish.
Great opportunity, but timing of the pass from Savia. Had it gone a fraction sooner, then Cruden was away and the All Blacks were under the bin at the other end. That's what the difference of this game is at such a high level. Just a moment in timing. Great work from the Wallabies to seize on a half opportunity and turn it into a game breaker. And here comes the look on Savia's face. He knows if that pass had gone fractionally sooner, he'd have a different look on his face. 17 for 1. So in fact 17 for 3 for the Wallabies, and that is Robinson for Alexander, Ben for Ben.
I can't blame Savia for that. I think he did the right thing. He carried the ball well enough to bring all those defenders in, create a 4-on-1 almost. It was just good work by the defender to actually hold on to it. It was completely compromised. It's a positive error, if that makes sense to you all out there. Although costly.
Here's Cooper, and what a fine kick again. Well, it's an old cliche, but he's silencing the critics tonight, Quade Cooper. And look at that score, 7-point lead here as Matt Tamua scores his first test try. So there's a game on as Cruden. All Blacks close in and the ball is loose and it's been snapped up by Messam. Again, the All Blacks gaining from their own kickoff as Faumuina takes it to the 22. Now Aaron Smith. Cruden, nice pass, got it away. And this one's been knocked down by Beetham. And it's deliberate. Well, deemed to be deliberate anyway from Peter Beetham. Man who played in the ITM Cup for Tasman last year.
Well, seek and you shall find, because that's what Kieran Reid was appealing for. And also the All Blacks are going to kick in the corner and have a crack here. Again, that was from a Cruden switch kick. They've telegraphed it really all night, the All Blacks, but the Wallabies don't seem to have done much about it.
Yeah, regardless of whether Beetham has intentionally done this or not, they wouldn't be in this position if they were dealing with the kickoffs. I don't think that is intentional, actually. But, like I say, it's their inadequacies at the kickoff that are putting them in this pressure and in this position.
29,000 capacity here tonight as the All Blacks win it through Brodie Retallick. It's messy and it's going to be difficult to get out, but they do eventually. Quickly handed on. Faumuina plows his way through a couple. Ball stolen? No. Penalty against Ben Robinson.
I think he got Hooper.
Okay, let it go.
Hooper was the initial cleaner.
Try line.
Who came in, and it looked like he'd got shunted out of there. Someone tried to grab him, but for some reason, as the All Blacks are going to take the points this time, he managed to hook the ball. I'm pretty sure it was him. We'll have a look. So here's the punch forward. Watch Hooper there in the headgear. He goes in there, and he goes to reach for the ball, and he actually did scoop it back with that left hand. And he thinks that he was okay, and I wonder whether he was on his feet. Well, what do you think?
Yeah, I do. I think he's really hard done by. In fact, it's almost a brilliant piece of work, wasn't it? To turn that ball over as quick as his hand work was so quick there, harshly treated. All Blacks deciding, yes, test is a test is a test, and we take all the points, and this will take them out past the one scoring play. But having said that, the way this game is moving, to think there won't be any more points is dreaming. This has been fantastic.
Oh, he's missed an easy one. Jeremy Thrush, top right. Job well done. 45 minutes of Test rugby. All Black team announced tomorrow for the Northern Tour, which starts in Japan in a couple of weeks. All games live on Sky, of course, as the kickoff is made. Taken down by Savia, and the All Blacks start again. Strong challenge, and he makes it back to halfway. Julian Savia, they almost lost control of that. Now the little snipe comes from Aaron Smith. Nonu gets into play at halfback. Off it goes to Dag, and the All Blacks coming again. Reid, here's Ben Smith, stabs the little kick in, and it doesn't bounce kindly, and it's snapped up by Rob Simmons. Wallabies now have it, and fired away into midfield, where the All Black defence is very solid indeed, and turned over. Now Whitelock sends it on. Dag, lovely hand, says Nassam, slings it off to Mialamu. Now Savia. 3 tries to 2 in the game so far, as Kane tries to step his way through. Aaron Smith, here's Retallick. Lovely pass, here they come. Here's Kieran Reid again, and the skipper scores.
Brilliant handling, just brilliant. And what is noticeable about this All Black skill level is the passing game. All the passes are out in front, hitting the spot, not just from the backs but from forwards as well. This is the turnover, big defence from Nonu. You can see there Faumuina was in there, rips the ball clear. Now look at the passing, out in front, Retallick out in front, Cruden quick hands, Nonu quick hands. Kieran Reid had 2 outside him, brilliant.
It's just also brilliant. The understanding too, Retallick knows that there's a second line of attack, and that's led by Aaron Cruden. We've got the big lock, the replacement lock, reading the play absolutely perfectly to create that space out wide. There were 3 opportunities, 3 players to score. Kieran Reid nearly cops one in the eye from Israel Dag. That didn't worry him one iota. Fantastic finishing. Gee, they've been good in that area tonight, the All Blacks.
Well, remember the memorable try at Ellis Park a couple of weeks ago, Kieran Reid. He's added another 13 now in his 58th test. 7th as the run-on captain. And he really is in dominant form as Cruden lines up another one. And just away to the right. Well, Ewan McKenzie's got a fair bit of thinking to do. 38 to 26. Not over yet by any means.
No.
So he scores the 4th try for the All Blacks. Tamua goes short, and it's a good kick. And the All Blacks, through Reid, tipped it into the arms of Retallick. Now the thump downfield from Cruden is controlled by Beetham. No thought given to running the ball back. But the All Blacks here can safely kick this out through Israel Dag, who has been influential again tonight. Had a stuttering start to the season with the Crusaders, but he slowly built into it. Bledisloe Cup in the background. So Stephen Moore. Fair bit of shuffling going on. In the end, it's been hooked away by Retallick. And Mialamu slings it away. Here's Kane. Faumuina in powerful with the ball in hand tonight. Aaron Smith works it off. Cruden under a little bit of pressure this time. And Adam Ashley Cooper. And got Australia here for offside.
Yeah, it was a assistant referee call because he clearly asked for the number.
I'll tell you what is very noticeable about this All Black machine at the moment is the depth. Think about a couple of games ago when Charlie Faumuina wasn't even playing. Franks was in, of course. Faumuina and Joburg, and now again tonight. Such a presence everywhere. Here's a line-out steal from Retallick. Gets the big mitt on it, turns it over off Australian ball. Faumuina, he's just been so powerful in the last few games.
Short line out here for the All Blacks, which is left Messam midfield with Sam Cane outside Nonu.
This time the All Blacks short with the throw, and Rob Simmons jumps in front and secures an important line-out win. Now back it goes, and Cooper slams it for all it's worth. Dag hands it off to Savia. He decides to put it onto the boot. Folau has one swipe at it. Now he brings it in. And he can certainly punt the ball from his AFL days as Dag starts another counter from the back. Here's Reid. Right on the halfway line. 18 minutes gone. Second half. As Cruden. Now here's Retallick. Didn't release on this occasion. Now here's Hooper making a nuisance of himself, but his opposite, Sam Cane, has snapped it up. And it's a maul, so they'll have to get this back, the All Blacks, or they'll turn it over. They'll turn it over anyway. Well, it didn't come back, but it is a Wallaby scrum.
I just think the Wallabies attack has been very good with what they've been doing with limited amount of ball. The quality of it is quite quick. As we watch this turnover from Hooper, and the Folau attack outside Smith has been excellent, but for me, the players that now need to start making some inroads, Agenia in particular with his running game, and maybe Cooper, they need to start taking on that inside defensive line. Yes, changes in the Wallabies, Smithy?
I think they could bring Folau more into play too. He was so good against Argentina. Hardly seen him in that inside channel tonight. Just Sathway Inga in jersey 16, and that's for Stephen Moore. So here they got a midfield scrum with a big blind to work with. Just look at the positioning of Folau. He's on the right shoulder of Quade Cooper. Very, very close there. Kurandrani up behind him.
So what you'd like to see here, because the All Blacks are stacked to the right, is Cooper run to the right, and Folau get the ball left off the back of the scrum from McCalman, I think, would be the area they want to go. Only two defenders to the left as we look at it.
It's a scrum under pressure, though. They struggled. But here's Cooper, drops a short pass off. Kurandrani couldn't hang on to it, had he done so. And they were through the line, there's no doubt about it. But Tavita Kurandrani, in his first season in the Wallaby jersey, now some changes coming in the All Blacks as well.
Yeah, there are. In fact, Bowden Barrett is on for Aaron Cruden. Pretty good night, general play. Aaron Cruden has been a great link and inspirational, a couple of tries. Not the best night with the boot. And Kevi Mealamu, terrific effort again from a great old veteran, and on for him, Dane Coles, the future.
So I saw this set up from the All Blacks. I've seen it before. Barrett's gone to the blind side. Julian Severe's in at first receiver. You can see there. So if Guinea follows the ball around and comes to this side with Severe, they'll go to left to Barrett. Otherwise, they'll hit Severe. Watch Guinea.
Good solid scrum again. So Reid straight away to Barrett. Little kick and chase. Now the race is on here, and it's bounced away, and it's been snapped up instead by Adam Ashley Cooper. And the veteran player hands it up to Quade Cooper. And Tamua. Kurandrani stretching, and off he goes. Now can he link up? Needs to have a support. He finds it from Tamua. And Beetham goes down and loses it. Well, Kurandrani and the All Blacks have thrown quickly, and they've hacked it off downfield. But the whistle has gone. And actually it's been given as Wallaby ball here.
I'm not sure I agree with that. Great break here. Inside Ben Smith. Outside Falmawina. Look at Sam Cane again here. Big tackle there.
Golly. There's a couple of decent-sized tickers on the 7 jerseys of the All Blacks at the moment. McCaw and Kane, is there not? Wow.
Kepu.
Don't ever give up.
Kepu in 18. Talk about filling big boots. He's done a great job tonight as Sam Cane. So Slipper goes, Kepu on for the Wallabies. Whole new front row up there.
Flying up throws. Claimed in there by McKelman. So the Wallabies have the ball they need inside the 22. They're not having it easily, though. The All Blacks scrapping for all they're worth. He's got his arm out, though. Now, this will be an interesting call. Will the Wallabies kick for the corner with 18.5 minutes left?
I don't think they need to. They probably will after me saying that, but I think 3 points now. They've shown them more are capable of A, breaking the line, and B, scoring tries. They're going to go for the big bonus, though.
Well, the All Blacks trained for this. Remember Ellis Park. Springboks did this on a number of occasions.
Look at that, Ashley Cooper coming to the front of the line out from the wing.
So flying it throws. McKelman takes it in. Wallabies looking pretty good formation here. Ben Mowen has it.
And they've got backs in there. Kurandrani's in there as well. You can see the 13.
They're going to have to go through the middle here. The All Blacks are waiting for somebody to peel off. Here's Mowen, keeping it straight, still straight. And a man in front, track and trailer.
That's a very interesting call, this. He's going to have to explain it.
They clearly stopped and moved parallel to the touchline, and so Call's used it now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can't agree with that. I'm sorry. I do think that they, at all stages, were in control of this, and were moving sufficiently. You don't have to move much, you just have to be moving. They haven't stopped moving yet.
Regardless of that, they
See,
did
they're still
use
moving
it.
now.
They did use it, though, after he said they used it, because they went. You watch Mowen, he goes, definitely goes. He said, look, he goes in there.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's not using it, what is?
Yeah, it's probably only at a maximum stop once, but certainly not twice.
You get the feeling that Ben Alexander doesn't quite agree.
He did well. Usually sometimes when you throw the ball down like that, it goes off its point and hits you back in the face. Just superb. You see, there's plenty of children here. Obviously, this stadium, well suited for getting kids and families here. It's not cold. It's perfectly warm. Everybody's in T-shirts. It's a great environment to get kids along. They've all entered into it. Faces painted. And, you know, this is the bonus, I guess, of having a stadium like this in the winter. Well, we're in the spring now, I guess, but throughout the year.
Yep, magnificent. More cities should do it, Justin. Sure, the ratepayers won't agree, but there you go.
Your beloved Wellington could do with the roof.
Oh, halfway there.
Yeah, true, true. Well, I certainly know the players absolutely love it. I was talking with a few of them yesterday at the captain's run, and both teams just saying how they can come here, implement their game plan, not worry about the weather. It was raining yesterday. For all those people out there joining us internationally, it was hailing as well. Had no effect whatsoever on the captain's runs.
So down goes the front row, and quite obviously there are going to be changes in that All Black front row fairly shortly, with Ben Franks and Wyatt Crockett getting ready. Well, the All Blacks have only once cracked 50 against the Wallabies. You might remember that game, Justin, 203.
Yeah, I do remember that. We managed to get 50 on them in Sydney in a Tri-Nations game, and later in the year lost the World Cup semi-final to them in the same venue. So that's sport.
Okay, so the All Blacks win the scrum. Reid hands it off to Nonu. Cooper actually did pretty well to stay with him. He initially got bumped, and that kick from Aaron Smith was not his best. Well, he's been criticised for his inability to tackle. So more subs coming, Smithy.
Yes, indeed, Nisbo. Sitaleki Tamani in jersey 19. So good. If you can't get him down, at least hold on. And he was bounced, but he came back. Quade Cooper. Not the first inside back for Noni to bounce off, mind you. Well, Wallabies, this is a crucial position for them, a crucial time in the match.
So Hall's off, Smithy.
Hall's gone.
So the captain replaced as the ball is delivered. Now Cooper drops it off to Beetham. And the Wallabies in possession near the 22. Here's Genia. Nice flat pass again for Tamua. Genia once more. Now Tamani, just newly arrived on the park. Now they go wide through Cooper. Here is Kurandrani, who's looked very good with the ball in hand tonight. Cooper dragged down by Nonu. Genia spins, ran into his own man, and well, that's a bit unlucky.
Well, that's a harsh call for me. There wasn't a tackler.
No, it had no effect on the game.
No,
I agree. It didn't have an effect. I can understand it if there's a tackler there, and it stops that tackler from making the hit. But he sort of spun, didn't he, when he got the ball back here from Cooper. And there's nobody there to tackle him anyway, and the tackle was effective. Yeah, come on, let the game flow, please. Technically, he could possibly be right, Joubert, who's had a great game. He's had an excellent game. Look how many points we've seen, but maybe a couple of dodgy calls for the Wallabies in the last little bit. But lucky for the All Blacks, maybe.
The defensive scrum, can the Wallabies put pressure on here?
Yes, Lord.
All Blacks have shored that up, haven't they?
So Aaron Smith delivers for Beauden Barrett. And this is drifting towards touch, not out though. Ashley Cooper takes it. Now Folau slings it wide for Beetham. And Peter Beetham, who's got a ton of pace. But he's been grabbed by a combination of Piatau and Ben Smith. Here's Fainga. Away goes Tamani once more. He's a big, strong ball runner. Now Hooper. All Blacks being forced to make some tackles here. And no, ball not released. So a relieving penalty for the All Blacks. Australia have conceded 9 penalties tonight. The All Blacks 6.
Terrific replacement player, isn't he? Brodie Retallick can steal at line-out time, make impact at ruck time, and then win your turnovers.
Beauden Barrett, who's had the golden touch this year, mainly off the bench.
Yeah, it's the development of his micro skills, isn't it? All those other areas in the game that aren't traditionally part of a Locks game. The turnovers, like we've just seen, and the ball carrying has been excellent.
All Blacks 3 changes, and so we've got to Tawera Kurbala on in jersey 21. Really good night for Aaron Smith on his home ground. Also coming off the 2 front rowers, we got Charlie Faumuawina and Tony Woodcock. Strong games. Crockett and Ben Franks on for them. Dave Dennis on for Australia in jersey 20. And also we've got Bernard Foley on in jersey 11. That'll be for Peter Bevan.
Big changes then, with about 12 minutes remaining. So Coles to throw. Down the back he goes. Oh, Reid had it, lost it, got it back. Kurbala then, away for Barrett. Now Nonu drops a short pass into the arms of Piatau. Kurbala, off it goes to Retallick. Kurbala for Nonu. Good tackle, Michael Hooper. Kurbala again for Whitecloth. 12-point lead for the All Blacks. Kurbala swings it over to Barrett. Loves to run, takes the line on. Football there for Kurbala, but there's a player not on his feet. And Kurbala trying to release it, and a player not on his feet has tried to grab it. And it is Fainga. Now the All Blacks are going to make sure of taking points when they're available here.
Well, this is a big one too, because if Barrett knocks this over, this makes it 15. Of course, that's three scoring plays at least, and big ones for the Wallabies. Who's the player that offends here on the ground? Is it Sci-Fi Inga?
I think it is Smithy.
Yeah, dragging in.
You just got to wonder, you know, the All Blacks pretty determined to take their points, keep that scoreboard ticking over. The Wallabies gambled earlier, although we thought they might have got a slightly harsh call. It didn't pay off, so they made no gain on the scoreboard. Now the All Blacks, conversely, take their chances.
Well, it's a try apiece in the second half as Beauden Barrett kicks a penalty, and it's 41-26. It's another high-scoring game between these two teams. Tamua, well, they worked it out now that at least it gives them a chance. That's a heavy landing for Kieran Reid as Kerr-Barlow feeds it away. Here's Barrett stepping. Kerr-Barlow again. Nonu looking for and probing for gaps. Kerr-Barlow, off it goes to Kane. Here's Kerr-Barlow getting it back from his Chiefs teammate. Slow coming back this one, if at all. And it's Messam away for Barrett. Here's Dag. Reid, and knocked down by Coles, couldn't hang on. So now the Wallabies looking to counter-attack through Kurandrani, and it ricochets off a couple of different boots, and it's been snapped up by Piutau. So Kerr-Barlow gets it back. Here's Barrett. Quick pass from Retallick to Frank Spen, that is. With Owen still on the injured list. Kerr-Barlow looks different ways. Finds Piutau. Nice pass off. Space for Ben Smith. Still going. Ben Smith with all his pace. Turns it back inside. Dag. Now at least it's Messam. 10 metres away. And it's been tied up by Hooper. Oh, penalty. All Blacks didn't release. And there's a bit of advice for the referee from the crowd, but great work by Michael Hooper, who was over the ball, and Ben Smith just stretching the hammy there.
We have mentioned Faumuina and Thrush, but Piutau also. What a great piece of work from him to set Ben Smith free. He drew the man. Messam here back on the inside. He just was looking around for support. Takes the contact. Well done from Quade Cooper. I 100% know that Hooper's not legal, but Ashley Cooper was.
Yeah, that's right. On the replay, he was not coming in from the highmost, was he?
Fringy, yes. Ashley Cooper was fine, though.
So Fainga's going to throw eventually. And he gets it back, hands it off to Genia. And here comes Hooper again. And drops the pass off into the arms of Dave Dennis. And the All Blacks have got another penalty against them.
Well, the All Blacks are going to empty the bench when this safely goes into touch. It's Stephen Luatua in jersey 20 for Liam Messam, and also Tom Taylor will be on, and that'll be for Ben Smith. Stretching a wee bit there, so
Stephen Luatua. Ben Smith will get a great hand. Hometown hero, of course. Green Island club here in Dunedin.
And so does Messam. He's been in excellent form.
Wallabies win their line-out as Genia slings it wide to Cooper. And on the inside pass for Lau. Had to drag it in. Now Genia again. And an inside again for Tamua. Kane's stolen it. No, he hasn't. Had to release the tackle player first.
wow, big tackle, Tom Taylor. First minute on the game, first 5 seconds, you have to drag down Falau from behind.
Short succession against 7. If the trend continues, he goes to the bin. Yeah. No clear release. Yeah.
2 in a row against Sam Cane. It's a fine line.
It is a fine line, because I thought the first one was a bit harsh. I did think that he was on his feet and did push through the ruck. Possibly his elbows dropped to the ground in the first one. The second one I agree with. You have to be careful now, but only for 7 minutes or less.
So big chance again for the Wallabies. Flying at throws. The All Blacks let Simmons have it flat. And here's a beautiful move. Ashley Cooper off the Cooper pass. Now Genia as they go wide. Oh dear. This time he doesn't get it right. But he certainly tries things, Quade Cooper. And I tell you what, he's had a tremendous game.
He has had a tremendous game. Look at this. Just beautiful. Lays the pass up there for Ashley Cooper. Great work from Nonu to scramble his way in. Kane was there as well. And here I think possibly should have just hit the front runner, Foley, rather than going for the one over the top. It was on if he had executed it, but it was difficult because of the angle Folau was running. There's the grimace from the Australian bench.
Heads and hands from the front rowers. Big passes, those boys. No, seriously, though. There was a bit of a mishap in midfield. Kurandrani collided with Tom Taylor about the space where they found the gap for Ashley Cooper. Looked a little bit messy.
Well, not too many scrum collapses tonight. There is Tom Taylor. Would have been delighted to watch his Canterbury teammates go through to the ITM Cup final today. Quite convincing over Auckland. And the crowd really finding their voice now. And of course, in this rather confined area, the All Blacks will certainly hear it. So Kerr-Barlow rolls it in. Reed trying to control it. Back to Kerr-Barlow. And he was just happy to get it out. Not gaining very much ground at all to Wera Kerr-Barlow. Well, this will complete an unbeaten home season as, of course, they embark on their northern tour. Japan, France, England and Ireland. And there's certainly a lot of interest in beating England at Twickenham. Their only loss last year. Here's a Cooper kick. And oh, beautifully done by Folau. His aerial skills absolutely marvellous. And now Genia goes flat, and ploughing his way through was Kurandrani. He thinks he got there. They're going to check it upstairs with Vinnie Munro, but the players know, and Kurandrani says he got there to score his first test try, so we'll have a look.
I think it's one of those ones where he's just banged it onto the ground, and with the force of banging it onto the ground, the ball's just gone forward, which kind of can make it look like a knock on, but I think it's fine, absolutely fine.
No problem at all. Gee, the All Blacks have been praised for creativity tonight, but let's give some to the Wallabies as well, because that was a planned move to shift Israel Folau out onto the right wing, and the kick perhaps did not go deep enough. They wanted him to compete on the goal line because of his superior air skills, but the kick didn't go deep enough, but he was good enough to make sure that the play didn't die and come in field with it.
Yeah, not only did he catch it, you're right, he headed back against the grain into the heart of the All Black defenders where they were coming from, attracted all of those defenders, which then opened up that right-hand side, which he had caught the ball from. So that created the space.
2 tries to 1 in the second half now for the Wallabies. And they're hardly the easy beats that some people were labelling them. They haven't had a great season as Cooper kicks again, and he's done it once more. Perfect kicking night for Quade Cooper. And it's 41-33 and about 3 to go. Look at Folau in the air.
Eyes on the ball, never took it, and he went back against the grain into all those All Black forwards, which then created that opportunity on that side for Kurandrani. They had plenty of numbers there, the Wallabies.
Well, the All Blacks have an 8-point lead, probably safe enough, as they took their penalty chances. But we've had 7 tries in this game, 4-3, as Genia feeds it off to Tamua. Now here is Kurandrani. He's been really strong in midfield. Nonu takes him down. Now Genia. Oh, that was an awkward one to grab, but he got it. Now Foley. There's Genia, and right through the middle goes Kane. Genia must have had hands on the ball, otherwise that would have been a penalty against Kane.
And he'd have been in the bin.
Yes. Flying it. Genia once more. Now Cooper. Lays it back for Genia. He's been very good in his 50th tonight. Genia. Such quick clearance off to Flying it. Drilled in a solid tackle by Luatua. Now Cooper again. Foley just hangs on. Kirandrani again takes a fair bit of putting down as Genia. The All Blacks are going to finish their home season unbeaten, as they did last year. Wyatt Crockett, yes, he released just in time. Now here's a gap opening up for Folau, and Kepu goes on a searching run. Still going, what pace, boy, gee. And now he pops it up, and it's been controlled finally by the All Blacks. Sakopi, Kepu, where did that come from? The big prop forward, and the All Blacks are happy to hoof it off downfield from Tom Taylor. And this is going to drift into touch, and it's a very, very good clearance.
What a superb run, firstly by Folau, who's just been something out of the stratosphere tonight. He's been superb. Quick throw from the Wallabies. Here's Quade Cooper with his genius.
Needs to release it. Flicked it out the back. Here's Kirandrani, who's challenged the line every time. Tamua takes it in. The Wallabies got to play out the 80 minutes. As Adam Ashley Cooper sets off, and he threw it away to Dane Coles. And the All Black hooker gives it off to Kane. And now Kurbalo under extreme pressure. Whitelock. Here's Franks. Siren goes. All Blacks will want to carry on. They can't lose, and they might as well have a go. Dag away for Taylor. And this time it's gone loose. And the Wallabies might get one final shot at it. Genia clears it off the ground beautifully. And now here's Cooper. So the game continues with Tamua. Kirandrani still full of running. As Fainger slings it away. Cooper brings it under control. Now Foley. Player down on the Wallaby side. Folau, brilliant. Now can't quite get away from Reid, but he makes a great centering kick. And oh, he couldn't control it. Bernard Foley. And now here come the All Blacks again through Julian Savia. Bang. Whoa. See you later, Ben Robinson. They might play for 90 minutes. Here's Coles. Looking for some support. Finds it. Ooh. Gee whiz. Israel Dagg goes down in a heap. Ball turned over again for about the 7th or 8th time in this movement. Thrilling finish to the game. All Blacks are going to win it, but the Wallabies have played a huge part in this match. Here's Cooper, twinkle toes. Gives it off to Foley. Up the centre he goes. Upended and a good solid tackle by Kurbalo. Stolen again. Gee whiz. Now, here's Wyatt Crockett. Ben Franks. Kirandrani's after him. Kirandrani stolen it, I think. Another brilliant turnover. So Robinson, oh, the whistle's gone. We wanted it to carry on forever, but it can't do it. And the All Blacks have won again. Handshakes all around in the coaching box. Thrilling test match in Dunedin. And the All Blacks home by 41-33.
Julian Savia, Sam Kane, Aaron Cruden, and Kieran Reid for the All Blacks, and the All Blacks victorious here tonight.
We have been absolutely entertained. And the All Blacks have been the entertainment specialists this year with the brand, the style, the pace, the power of rugby they've played. But the Wallabies came to the party tonight. They added heaps to this game. Absolutely superb test match, enjoyed by absolutely everybody.
Third time they've met this year, third time the All Blacks have won. But it's fair to say the Wallabies have got better. And it's handshakes all round, plenty of mutual respect between these two sides. 4 tries to 3. The All Blacks had 3 up in the first half through Severe, Kane and Cruden. Reid in the second. Ashley Cooper scored in the first half for the Wallabies, then Matt Tamua and Tavita Kurandrani. And we saw some superb goal kicking tonight from both Aaron Cruden and Quade Cooper. OK, let's go downstairs and hear from Kieran Reid.
Well, Kieran, you keep this amazing record alive, but boy, you had to fight for 84 minutes, I think it was.
Yeah, it was great, man. I think both teams just wanted to carry on playing. So awesome to be in a ground like this, and I had to work hard, which is what you want in these games.
Yeah, it was very even right throughout. In fact, there's a period just before half-time where it looked like you might run away. They hit you back. What was the message at the break?
Yeah, I think we just needed to show a bit more discipline. I guess that was what was keeping them in that first half. And then when we got our roll on, I guess when we got down there and we got points, and that was the key to it.
In terms of a limited preparation, I think you got together Tuesday. Didn't seem to make much difference because there was a lot of cohesion there still.
Yeah, look, we've been together all year, and that wasn't going to be a factor at all. It was great that we could stick at it for 80 minutes and a bit more.
What about coming to a ground where you know what the conditions are going to be like a year out?
Oh, it's fantastic. I guess you get games like this and the one we had a couple of weeks ago when it's nice and dry, so we certainly love playing here.
Broke the ice with a couple of new players. Starts for Charles Piutau, who's very strong on defence. Jeremy Thrush.
Yeah, I thought those two were great. I think Frushy put a great effort on the kick chase on the kickoffs and around the field as well. So, there's just so much depth in the squad, and it's just going to keep building our side.
A word too for Sam Kane, called in for Richie. Hard boots to fill. He's done a great job this year, but tonight, unbelievably good.
Yeah, he's massive, mate. He's just stepped in pretty seamlessly and certainly just a great cog in the side at the moment.
Well, I know you've got a lot of work to do this summer coming up in terms of what we are, but gee whiz, you're on a great roll, mate.
Yeah, cheers, Smitty. Look, it's we're looking forward to it too. It's a couple of big games up there, and looking forward to it.
Good on you, mate. Thank you. Well done. James, come on in. 29,000 people came to their feet. They were clapping as much for you guys. Terrific effort.
Oh, look, yeah, we're obviously bitterly disappointed with the result. We came here to win, and we never, like to lose, but we're proud of the effort that the guys put in. We always, went out swinging, and that's what we wanted to do.
Certainly did. Areas that you've been much better at since last time you met. Scrum shored up well. Line-outs were good. Perhaps the restart's a bit of an issue.
Yeah, look, the All Blacks are very good at getting their ball back off the restarts, and we knew that, and we just needed to grab them. We knew that they like to kick short and get the ball back off the restart, so we just need to get up and make sure we grab them.
The willingness, the competitiveness was apparent through to about 84 minutes. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, look, we wanted to make sure we went out and, we were always trying to win the game no matter what the scoreboard was, and, that was quite evident there. We went down swinging, as I said, and that's, that's the commitment of the guys in the group.
The trend is up?
Yeah, look, we've got a big tour coming up. We've got 5 weeks together, so, we're going to have to learn from this. Obviously, we're very bitterly disappointed that we didn't get the result we came here to get, but, proud of some improvements that we've had in the game.
Great advertisement for rugby, whatever. Thanks very much. Good luck on the Northern Tour.
Thanks very much.
Yes, it was a thrilling test match here in Dunedin. The Aussies scored their highest score against the All Blacks in New Zealand after the 30 they got at Auckland back in 1978, but it wasn't quite good enough because the All Blacks have won the test match 41-33.